¿Qué tal? Buenas, buenas. Continuamos en este playthrough de Horizon Forbidden West. Nos habíamos quedado en esta parte continuando, bueno, empezando el caldero llamado Chi, o sea, como sí, pero modo chiqueado. Lo habíamos empezado en el anterior episodio y en este pues vamos a continuar. Lo dejamos ahí como a medias. Yo creo que hemos de llevar un 70% por ahí. Y nos habíamos terminado el episodio moviendo un núcleo que necesitábamos ahí en una de las cámaras principales de el caldero. Entonces vamos dándole para allá. Se bugueó bien recio eso, ¿no? Oh, la madre. Ahora va a ser cómo llevo yo esto para allá. Va a ser mover ese brazo o algo, yo creo, ¿no? De otra manera. ¿Cómo lo movemos? No tengo ni idea. ¿Lo puedo jalar? ¿Así? Ah, sí puedo. Pues ya chingue. Ya me lo queda. Tantito más. Ahí quedó. Ok, pero de aquí no creo que esto llegue hasta allá, ¿no? Necesito llevarlo... yo creo que va a ser por allá. Ok. Ahora vámonos por aquí. No llega. Primero. Ah, y te marca ahí la interfaz. Cuando sí alcanzas y cuando no. A ver, permíteme, carnal. Ahorita te doy un regalito de los buenos, Mira ahí. Órale. Déjame creo de esto. Tu escudito, Eloy. Déjese venir. Perro. Ah, tú eres... Está por toda la vida. Ah, ese escudo es una chulada, A ver, te voy un regalo. Cáchalo por mí. Gracias. Ya se queda medio vivo. Está muy puteado, pero sí. Pam, 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 pam. Y nomás no se muere, Ahí está. Ok. Tengo que traer hasta aquí. Ya quedó. Bueno, ya casi. Jaloncito. Un tironcito más. Ahí está. Súbete, Eloy. No. Ahí está. ¿Qué es eso? ver, y puedo recoger vida. ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? Tengo un regalo especial. Ahí te va, ¿eh? Conches. Creamos este. Y sí, equipate este de aquí. Se escucha medio macabro el pex. No sé, lo oí. Ah, y aquí yo siento que vamos a tener una pelea con algo. Más, vamos recogiendo vida. Mira, ya se escucha. Esa huevo, güey. Apostaría. A ver, ese algo hay que acercarlo a este güey que está aquí medio muerto. A ver. Ok, ya tengo bolsa llena. Ajá, todo. Ok, a ver qué sale. Ah, es una de estas. Ahí tengo un regalito. Serpientecita. ¿Gustas acercarte acá donde está el cadáver de este señor explosivo? Porfis, gracias. Caile. A ver si le pegan. Me pegó también. A ver, hay que ponerle de este. A ver si la hacemos pegar. Chale, se echa agua. ¿Contra qué es vulnerable esta? Fuerte. Bueno, dice que hielo y fuego. Ahorita. Ay, güey, no lo esquivé. No la esquivé otra vez. Esto está siendo infructífero. Y esto no lo está haciendo mucho. A ver, échale del... ¿Qué me hizo? ¿Por qué estoy azul? ¡Oh, lo madre! ¿Qué fue eso? Se puso loquita. Eloy se está manchando. No mames, ya nos bajó muchísima vida y no le hemos bajado casi nada. A ver. Fíjate. Hija de su madre. Ah, güey, es que ni siquiera te da tiempo de reaccionar. A ver, Eloy. Ya nos quedan 6. No, nos quedan menos, de hecho. Recarga, Eloy. Huye. Ajá. No, yo creo que va a ser mejor con esta. Recárgalo y por favor. Se está poniendo muy feo. ¿Vidita por aquí o algo? Mira aquí hay vida. Es que ya nos queda nada de vida. A ver. Tengo un regalo, crack. No tiene tanto alcance, pero hay que recargarlo. Esta. Ok. Eso le hace mucho daño. Ahí viene. ¿Te va regalito? A ver. Voltea, voltea. Ah, ni siquiera le pegué. Ah, fuck. A ver, ahí te va. Creo que con esto te mueres. Uy. Sí, nos dejó bien madreados. O sea, al principio nos había bajado ya casi toda la vida. Y ni le habíamos bajado nada. Qué bueno que no vine aquí porque esto no es vida. Ah, pero está que sí. Basilisco. Sí, basilisco se llama.
These machine overrides should come in handy. More mystery machine. Looks like I'll have to restore some of these overrides.
Pues sí se desbloquearon un buen, ¿eh?
Guess I'm blasting my way out of here.
Como siempre. Qué conveniente que hay una cosa que podemos explotar aquí. Qué bonito, qué bonito. No sé si nos queda algún otro caldero por ahí. No sé si aquí hay algún caldero y nomás pues no lo vemos. Vamos dando una pasadita rápida. A ver si no se nos olvidó nada. Calderito, calderito. Pues ahí no sé si hay alguno, pero al menos pues no está marcado. Y si no está marcado, yo no soy mago para ver a través de la espesura. Aquí no hay. A ver, filtro. Ocultar todos y nomás muéstrame calderos. Sí, ¿no? Ajá. No sé por qué esto lo sigue marcando, pero bueno. Al menos quito todo lo demás. Ok, ya me marca los calderos así. Ah, ese dron ya lo podemos agarrar, Ahorita vamos rápido. Encuentra al líder del convento, me da flojerita. También me da flojerita eso. Ese de caldero está bien chido. Dron de observación, creo que es otro que no podíamos agarrar. No lo aventamos rápido también. Calderito este, que ya lo completamos. Este otro que también lo completamos. No, pues parece que ya nos echamos todos. Muy bien. Pues excelente. ¿Qué es esto? El matacielos, una apreciada arma destacada de un naufragio. Cuando golpea a los enemigos caen del cielo como... Hmm. A ver. Esta cosa de abajo ni la uso, entonces... Editar. Aumenta el daño. Aumenta el daño a distancia por un periodo limitado tras acertar un golpe. Aumenta el daño por impacto de explosiones contra enemigos. No. Tela por fuego y su acumulación. Maybe este esté bueno. Ay, tenemos pa' un buen de bobinas, Aumenta la velocidad del secundario o carga el arma. Y nos queda otro. ¿Qué es este? Aumenta la velocidad de recarga del arma. Va, me late. Esta arma Quen es ideal para lanzar cargas de ácido que disuelven el blindaje del enemigo. Se puede mejorar para infligir más daño si lo disparas mientras deslizas o estás en pleno salto. ¿Esos los he usado? No me acuerdo, ¿Qué podemos quitar? Es que este es bueno. Este también. Échate el arco de fuego. Y vamos dándole. Entonces quedamos que vamos a ir con el troncito este rapidón. Vamos para allá. Y de los filtros ponme todo, por favor. Ajá. Entonces aviéntate aquí un viaje rápido. Mr. Pájaro, necesito de vuestra ayuda. Ok. Y señor Dron, ¿dónde está usted? Ah, acá estás. Ah, aquí estás. No me digas que le tengo que caer volando. Ese es otro nivel Maribel, ¿no? A ver, ¿cuánto tiempo te quedas ahí? Creo que ahí va a estar bueno. Cuando vengas de acá me lanzo. ¿Qué tanta altura tengo? Regrésate. Maldición. Nuevamente.
Have to jump onto that drone to get it down.
Sí, ya me di cuenta, Eloy, pero no te enganchaste. Ok, a ver. Saltito. Ahora sí.
You're mine.
Ujú. Qué bueno que no me maté en la primera caída.
Okay. Gotta grab the drone's data.
Oh, y los reflejos en este juego sí son reales, ¿eh? O sea, sí están como intentando simular, pues, el ambiente. No que en otros juegos te ponen un reflejo allí que no encaja con lo que está reflejando.
There. Got the data.
Como uno normalmente no se fija en esas cosas, pues te parece realista, pero ya cuando lo ves con detalle, o sea, este sí se ve, pero en otros juegos me recuerda, por ejemplo, a Spider-Man, cuando vas corriendo en los edificios, al menos en el Spider-Man, el primero de los nuevos, The Amazing Spider-Man, algo así se llama, el de Play 4, pues, que salió en Play 4. Ahí el reflejo en las ventanas de los edificios, pues no era real. En muchos de ellos, pues, no sé si en todos. Ok, entonces ya completamos este. ¿Y por dónde estaba el otro? Acá. Vamos para acá. Selecciono el texto. Señor volador. Vámonos. Ah, qué perrón está el paisaje, Definitivamente. A este sí le tengo que caer. Ah, chance no, chance en esa piedra. Ah, de hecho creo que se podía hacer desde antes, ¿no? Definitivamente, yo pensaba que no. Pues vamos haciéndolo. Um,
Gotta bring the drone down to grab its data. Maybe if I jump onto it?
sí, pero no alcanza ese Eloy. Ah, vatos, déjenme en paz. Bríncale.
Going down!
Jeje. Bájale, bájale. Ok,
Get the data from the drone.
muy bien, ya me pinches empalaron. Agárrate esto de vida. Y esto. Aquí hay mucha vida, excelente. Ah, no es cierto, me timaron. Señor pajarito, necesito de vuestra ayuda. Ay, la base aquí está al lado. Pues creo que ahora sí ya. Ya terminamos todas las misiones secundarias que están disponibles al menos. ¿No hay alguna manera de resaltar misiones secundarias? No. A ver, vamos dando un pasón así rápido, pero creo que ya, ahora sí, terminamos todas las misiones secundarias que me interesan, pues. Como esta no me interesa. Mm, sí, parece que sí. Ujujú, ujujú. Pues muy bien, vámonos, señor pajarito, a la misión principal llamada Singularidad. momento llevamos 25 minutos. Señor pájaro, allá arriba están sus compas. Cáigale. Más al rato le hablo.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks.
La sonrisilla de la Eloy.
Well, Silence. Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base.
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing.
Huh.
Truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But
Va a estar interesante la escena.
she can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together. At least for now. Go talk to Erend.
¿Y
Tell
si
her I
sale
said to keep
mala
your room
la
secure.
morra esta?
I'll come see you when I get a chance.
Sería un muy buen plan que hubieran convencido a esta... Ya ni me acuerdo cómo se llama, pero esta Zenith a la derecha la hubieran convencido para que convenciera a Eloy de convencer a Silence para ver cuál es su arma y por lo tanto descubrir sus secretos y ya no ser vulnerables a esa cosa que les quita el escudo. Se ve plausible todo ese escenario, ¿eh? Silence, no le digas. Guárdate el secreto, crack.
Oh, no. You first.
Better get everyone in the control room so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
El actor este que hace de Silence se me hace bien perrón. También salía en el juego este de Quantum Break y se rifaba.
Oh, before I forget, I watered those plants for you.
Oh?
I just know they meant a lot to you, and, well,
Thank you, Harry.
Chales, ya se me había olvidado que se nos murió el Barrel. Por aquí no tengo un baúl.
Just you wait, Paul. We're taking those space lugs.
¿Qué chingados es esto? ¿Quién eres?
There you are.
Ah. Um, ya perdí en dónde está mi cuartito.
Did you need something?
Permíteme, crack. Permíteme. A ver, aquí está mi cuartito, aquí está mi baúl o algo. Ah, no, este es el cuarto de estos otros señores.
So many long...
Ah, pues sabe. Eventualmente espero encontrar vida. A ver, cuéntame cosas.
You flew? Kotalo told me. And took out Regala's machines? You know what? I don't even know why I'm surprised. I saw we have visitors and a new weapon. Does this mean we're ready to take the fight to the Zeniths?
Almost. I hope our new guests have been behaving.
This Silence, he's the one who built the weapon that can take down Zenith shields?
He is. Though I wouldn't expect him to answer any questions about it. He refuses to dole out his secrets to us lesser mortals.
Oh.
Qué bueno.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind, welcoming?
Our spirit?
Yeah. He was born without that.
Sí, que lo siga. O sea, es que en cierto punto de vista es buena idea que no nos diga su secreto, porque si nos lo dice a nosotros, nosotros podemos confiar en la Zenith, y la Zenith sí es mala en el fondo, entonces nos vamos a chingar todos. Ah, bueno, pero tampoco confiamos en Silence, entonces, ay, ay, ay.
You sure you're okay going on this mission? I know things must be happening pretty fast for you.
I've already braved oceans and madmen who thought they were ancestors reborn. Why not a few immortals with lethal drones at their command, too?
Guess the more the merrier. I suppose you saw that Tilda is here. Our very own Zenith.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the legacy. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones.
Lánzate,
But now that
morra.
she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths, or just scared of her. Probably both.
Ujú. Tienes buenas razones para estar scared.
I need to wrap up a few things, but stay sharp.
I'll be ready when you call.
Oli.
Aloy, it appears that we have some interesting new guests. I'm glad to see you're okay, though. I heard you gave the Tanakh something to talk about. I was half expecting you to burst in through the ceiling riding a sunwing.
Sorry to disappoint. Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Aaron and I tried speaking to Silence, but apparently our tribal prattle is unnecessary.
Charming, isn't he?
Un tipazo.
Ready to head over to the Zenith base?
Whatever comes, we will endure.
Ya veremos.
Thoughts on our new Zenith acquaintance?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something. She's more like a cold piece of metal, bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different.
Ujú. ¿Y quién eres tú, mi querida So, para decir y decidir qué es vida y qué no lo es? Acá de manera objetiva, ¿podrías describir qué es vida? Ni los científicos actuales se deciden cómo describir vida.
I have to go. I trust you to keep things civil around here.
I'll make sure Aaron doesn't punch Silence in the face, if that's what you mean.
Thanks.
Acabo de acordar que desbloqueamos unos nuevos droncitos, entonces vamos para allá. Súper rapidón. Ay, no, pero es ahí. Ay, no, entonces no, porque ¿y si empieza la pinche misión? Mejor no.
So, you return.
Ujú.
Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game. And as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
Modest success, el vato.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed Regalla's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation at the Hades Proving Lab.
Ah, perro, y nos hizo buscar a Gaia y todo. Este güey anda bien trucha.
Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a bunch of Oseram tinkerers to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades and the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zeniths at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today.
Cabrón, casi me matan.
Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
Ah, pues Eloy tal vez podría usar ingeniería inversa. A menos que Silence tenga ahí algo como de que se autodestruya el arma cuando la estés desensamblando. Pero si no tiene algo así, entonces se podría aventar ingeniería inversa.
Why help Regalla take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hikaru.
Before Regalla's rebellion, Hikaru was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier.
Yes, exceedingly so. All Regalla craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakth. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
Este vato sí piensa de manera bien pinche metódica, ¿eh?
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shields.
Un clásico,
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
Un clásico eso de, de encontrar conocimiento de civilizaciones antiguas, en este caso humanas también, y agarrar todo el conocimiento que pusieron ahí en tablas o en, no sé, no voy a decir nombres de qué libro, pero algunos libros, y modificarlos o interpretarlos o malinterpretarlos al antojo de la persona que le convenga, malinterpretarlos, engañar a otras personas. Un clasicazo.
So those run-ins with the Quinn I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
Pues no es que no se lo mereciera, Aloy.
All right, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, just call it a feeling.
Oh, a feeling. You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Silence.
Se rifaron con este personaje, o sea, es que, bueno, el actor se rifa mucho. Ojalá saquen más juegos con él. O incluso películas o cosas así, seguramente tiene.
Yeah.
I was thinking we could spar for a bit. When you have the time.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course.
Might be a way to deal with my anger.
Yeah, beating the crap out of me makes you feel better. I'm all for it. Aloy, you came back with some interesting friends.
Así es.
Wish I could say we don't need them. But Silence and Tilda are here for a reason.
Yeah. Enemy of my enemy and all that, right?
Right.
Tilda, no sé por qué siempre se me olvida su nombre y le quiero decir Linda.
Doesn't look like any of our guests are making trouble.
Yet. So, Catalo tells me you flew. Well, that's new. I've been busting my balls trying to learn to read. You're out there having all the fun.
Don't worry. You'll be getting all the fun you can handle soon. With the Zeniths.
Looking forward to it.
Si me pusieran a elegir entre saber leer y no poder volar nunca, o poder volar y no poder aprender a leer nunca, sin pedos, sin ninguna hesitation, como dicen en inglés, sin ningún problema, te elijo saber leer antes que volar. Eso sí, si puedes tener los dos, pues excelente, pero si me dieran a elegir solamente uno y el otro se excluyera, prefiero leer. Entonces tú dale a leer, crack, sin problemas.
You, talk to Tilda at all?
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice. And you say she wants to help?
I think so. Well, let's hope. I guess Silence is keeping to himself, as usual.
I was hoping he'd give me an excuse to hammer his sorry ass to the ground.
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one good hit on that smug face of his? After everything he's done?
Sure. Later. Right now, he's got something we need.
Sí se antoja mínimo un golpecillo.
I better get going.
Oh, you know where to find me.
Ok. ¿A quién más nos falta? Ya hablamos con este Shaba. Ya hablamos con esta. Ya hablamos con este dude. Llevamos 45 minutos. Ya hablamos con
Aloy,
Silence. Creo que no puedo bloquear casi ninguno. O ninguno.
I never thought I'd see metal bound to flesh in that way.
Yeah, he seems happy with it. Probably because he could crush me like a grapefruit.
That is a happy thought.
Pensé que iba a decir que no lo necesitaba para hacer eso. ¿Por qué no se resbala ya? Ahí está. Ah, pues aquí ya no está, sí, cierto.
So the old ones had cows and sea cows, but they didn't look the same.
Este vato, güey. A ver, entonces aquí está el Silence, como dijimos. Esto no tiene nada. Esta es esta morra. Aquí el Coachalo. ¿Qué es esto?
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes. It still feels strange. I've gotten used to the absence, but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through.
Train the body, train the mind. That's what the chief always says.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove. How are you holding up?
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten, and paralyze Regala's army with lightning. I would say that I am inspired.
Thank you, I guess.
It is I who should be thanking you.
Your people keep mentioning the wings of the Ten. What exactly does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. It is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. And now, you have done it. Like the deeds of the Ten themselves, it will never be forgotten. So, tell me, how did it feel?
I won't lie. Pretty good.
I can only imagine.
Güey, las expresiones faciales están bien perrísimas.
Your
Es que mira hasta cómo Aloy hace los
It is
ojos
why
hacia
the
atrás
champions
así.
now- Like the so
Cuando dice, no voy a mentir.
I won't lie. Pretty good.
Ah,
can only
güey.
imagine.
Y como este dice, solamente lo puedo imaginar y cierra los ojos imaginándoselo. Es que, wow, qué detallazos. Maldición.
Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that doesn't seem natural. I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and she didn't bleed at all.
Honestly, with her, nothing would surprise me.
A ver si no está escuchando todo. Ahí con un amplificador súper potente de tecnología Zenith.
Things will get ugly once the Zeniths realize we're in their base. You'll need every trick you've ever learned.
I would have it no other way. Many soldiers died in the old world to make sure we stood here today. We will endure on their behalf. Though, I am curious how you intend to defeat the Zenith's defenses without an army of our own.
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're ready to fight.
As you say, you have more than earned my trust.
Muchas gracias, Caldero.
I have to go. But I'll be briefing everyone on the plan soon.
Understood.
Nice, parece que ahora sí nos estamos acercando mucho al final de la historia. Creo que nomás me queda ella por hablar, ¿no? Ya no está el World, ya no está Beta.
Welcome back, Aloy.
Oli.
Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. How you were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that, wasn't it?
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Okay, so... what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have coffee. At some point, it became drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't. I think Liz felt the same way at first. She had lost her mother a few years back. I filled a void for her. I know I did. But as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less when I wanted more. And so we ended things.
So helping me. Restoring Elizabeth's dream. It's what?
A second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you. To do right by her.
Qué chido estaría hablar con gente así de perrona, ¿no? Como con esta señora antes de que fuera Zenith, o con Elizabeth. O sea, todo ese pinche conocimiento así de pinche top. No mames, son unas pláticas bien perronas han de haber entre esas personas, ¿eh? Bueno, en este caso son personajes ficticios, pero personas en la realidad así, wow.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me, but for the art stored in its depths. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Aunque no comparto pues el gusto por las pinturas y eso, realmente si te dan una perspectiva diferente, pues not bad.
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths. That you never were. But you went along with all of their plans.
Out of necessity. I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a means of survival, both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to. But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others, to try to undo what damage I could. Hence the data channel with Beta. The secret passage into their base and the little trick I pulled to save you.
Pues como que sí tiene una coartada, pero no confío en ella.
Why do you think Elizabeth pulled away?
I've wondered that for 1,000 years. She was brilliant, visionary. She cared so deeply for the world, for the betterment of
Ah, qué
humanity.
perro, güey.
But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me. She never wanted to share her burdens. I think, in the end, she had a core that she never let anyone be part of. Sometimes I wonder if anyone really knew her.
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth back in the proving lab after Farzinet's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes. A most unpleasant conversation.
She said something after the call. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she? All this time, thank you for telling me. I've always hated that those were the last words we ever said to each other. And that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Farzineth, not who I truly am.
No me acuerdo de esa grabación.
When it's time to break into the Zenith base, what can we expect?
I'll go over the full layout once you've assembled your friends. Suffice it to say, we will need to push as fast as possible to Beta and Gaia's location, dealing with heavy resistance along the way. There are also printing facilities where the others have been amassing the natural resources they've stripped from the region.
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate more Spectre drones, a small army of them.
When I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island, heading for space.
It was likely ferrying materials to and from our ship in orbit. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was barely space-worthy when we made our escape. Disaster can strike at any moment. We've learned our lesson.
Nos quedan bien poquitos minutos, a ver si alcanzamos.
Have you figured out how Silence's weapon works?
No, and he's been very careful not to allow me near it. I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate the other shields en masse.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard.
Son poquitos.
Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our colony collapsed.
A ver si no hay más en la nave, en el espacio. ¡Híjoles! No vamos a alcanzar. Sí, pues para el siguiente episodio le preguntamos sobre esto. Por lo pronto vamos dejándolo por aquí.
Okay. I'll let you know when it's time.
I'll be here until then. And thank you, Aloy, for giving me this chance. My past has always been a struggle. More than once I've lost everything. But when I look to the future, I see Liz's dream fulfilled. A universe of new possibilities.
Maybe we can make it happen.
Un planeta, un universo, no sé si tanto.
I won't let anything get in the way. I promise you that.
Bueno, aunque esta morra tiene vida infinita. Entonces tal vez para ella, como puede vivir de manera infinita, pues sí, puede haber un universo, ¿no? Imagínate ver la humanidad así de cómo se desenvuelve desde estos niveles primitivos hasta un nivel intergaláctico y poderlo ver todo. Holy cow. Maldición. Estaría chido. Pero bueno, probablemente nos toque ver eso. Si es que nos matamos antes o algo así, de todas maneras, pues nos toca morirnos probablemente. Muy, muy probablemente nos vamos a morir antes de que haya tecnología para no morirnos. Entonces, F en el chat. Pues muy bien, nos quedan 28 segundos, así que nos vamos despidiendo súper rápido. Para el siguiente episodio vamos a continuar hablando con esta señorita de Farzineth que se llama Tilda. Y pues muy
Stay
bien.
as long as you like. I don't mind the company.
Va. Pues muy bien, me despido. Sin más que decir, con el ya clásico adiosito.